Greetings and welcome once again to Roman of the Empire. We are back. Sorry for the hiatus. There was a lot going on here at the Of the Empire Studios. A lot of construction, a lot of bodies buried under concrete. What are you going to do? I thought this was actually going to be kind of a quiet week for a free range because not a lot was coming out of Hollywood. And then Hollywood vomited up its entire Taco Bell stomach-ridden worth of content upon us. And I'm like, thank you, Hollywood. I appreciate the effort on your part. So without further ado, let's jump into this thing, shall we? With me, as always, my partner on this channel, my wingman. He once stopped me from bombing my own home because he said, dude, the fucking concrete. He is Shieldwall of Dragons. Welcome back, my friend. As always, a pleasure to see you here.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for having me on the show. It's good to be here, back with everybody. Metaphysically, mentally meandering Matt, Jacob, Ironside, the Meminator, and of course Joker's voice as always, Beard of Liberty, Untamed Mando, and Sammy 3-Pete. When he gets to Sammy 4-Pete, he'll be.
I'm taking the night off of my duties as the Calmander.
Yeah, the Calmander. They're relieved of duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Talk about all this stuff that's going on, and I really, really hope that the whole removing Tinkerbell from the meet and greet in Disney is like not real, but
yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
That is, the fact is,
we'll get to that.
Probably is real. Yeah, Joker has a really fondness of Disney.
They probably replace that with Tinkerbell.
Well, I have a fondness for Tinkerbell ever since I was little. So,
well, here's the thing: if Tink had a cock, they would let her stay.
Yeah, Transerbell.
There you go. I'm just saying. I'm throwing that out there. I know it might make people feel uncomfortable, but so does Tinkerbell with a cock. He is the scourge of Gotham, the nemesis of the Dark Knight. He is Joker Voice. Welcome back, my friend. It is good to see you out here. How have you been?
Oh, I've been so peachy keen, and I know our audience has really been missing. We know what they've really been missing, folks. It is scissors.
No. Here's the thing. If you could take the scissors, shove them through my temple into my brain, and then do that motion, I would appreciate it. That would be.
You're gonna get your own. You're gonna get your own. They're coming out. They're coming. They're coming, Roman. They're coming, Roman.
No, that's actually illegal. Everything. No. So you've been all right though. Everything's good over in Jokerville. It always is.
Of course. Well, of course it's good. It got announced over the weekend that Las Vegas next year is getting WrestleMania.
Oh, congratulations! I know you are a fan of the wrestling. I myself,
yes.
I don't watch wrestling, but I appreciate the enthusiasm of those who do. All those words came together pretty well. I'm pretty happy with myself. She will tell you if this is the way. Books, games, or movies. She is armored up and ready to fight. She is Untamed Mando. Welcome back. It is good to see you. You've taken at least 4 months off from the show. We are going to deduct that from your pay, just so you know that. But it's wonderful to have you back. How have you been, Mando?
Mando gets
paid. He's the only one.
Right, I am the only one that gets paid. I am doing well. Apparently, it is spreading even more around the news about my incarceration and my time in the jail.
No.
Slammer.
Now Miss Martin Hughes is aware of it, and like on her stream yesterday, we talked about it. I was in the chat. I was like, "Hi guys," and she's like, "You were in jail." I was like, "Yes, we'll talk about it." Also, my jailbird lover is in the chat. Hello, Squeaky Mouse. Much love always.
Hello, Squeaka. love us some Squeaka. Someday, Squeaka, you need to come back to us. And there's a lot of people in the chat right now, so I want to address all of them here in just a moment. He's probably watching you outside of his own home right now. Watch out for the wire. He is Beard of Liberty. Welcome back, my friend, to you and your beard. And I need you got to stop that. Otherwise, we're going to have to get you your only beard site.
Hey, let's do it.
His beard is watching you somewhere too.
Hey, Beard was on a show last week, shaving his head with a machete.
Yes, actually, that did happen.
Let's go back for a moment.
Let's just go back to let's just go back to. Hey, I'm glad to be back. I've missed you guys.
Okay, and we've missed you. Yeah, Beard's also been gone for at least 4 months. He doesn't get paid though, so I can't dock it. But it's good to have you back. Looking forward to tonight. He is the meme master of the interweb, using his powers for good instead of evil. Meminating the countryside, meminating the peasants. He is Jacob, the Meminator Ironside. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you.
I'm back.
Jacob,
that's good to be back.
Thanks
for having me back, man.
No, I'm glad it's not a panel without you. And I'm drinking some Japanese whiskey tonight. Which
the meme is up, by the way.
Oh, is it up? Oh, hang on.
I think you mean risky.
Everybody, brace yourselves. We never quite know how this is going to go. Where is the meme right now, Jacob?
It's under your advertising for the show.
Oh God! Oh Lord, Jacob! Oh my God! That wasn't meant to make me feel good. All right. This is unsanctioned. This was uncalled for. Here's the worst part, folks. It's not just a giant stick of bread. I'm also holding scissors. It's everything bad all in one spot. I'm going to have to talk Jacob's pay as well. This is that wasn't.
That's bread. I thought that was something else.
Gunn, I hope you're happy with what you've done. Look what you've done to Jacob. Look what you've done to him.
Let's just all acknowledge Jacob's last time being on the stream.
I would like to say that but Jacob, you're missing one thing. That would be the blue singing lady from the Fifth Element joining Romeo.
Oh yes,
singing.
Jacob. I called him Jacob.
Giving him
I actually made up if you combine Jacob, Ironside, and Joker, you get Jaker.
Jaker is his dark side name.
Like Dark Brandon. I'm gonna share this again because I was so distraught by seeing that I actually eliminated the entire share. And there it is again, folks.
Dr. Strange Roman and How I Learned to Love Olive Garden.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got that from Dr. Strangelove.
If my family's watching this, Jacob, you probably have scarred my son for the rest of his life. That's a hard one to get past, folks. That's a hard one to get past. So we go away for a couple of weeks. We come back. You got me, a giant loaf of bread, some scissors, and a lot of shame. He is the man who knows all the things about all the things. He is the fad that shouldn't be, the unbearable 73, the metaphysical, mentally meandering mess. Welcome back, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing very well, Roman. Very well indeed. That's like a thing. You can, if the names are different, you can call me by my rap name of Quadmaster M. It's like
Quadmaster M's good. That would
Quadmaster M.
There you go. That's my rap name. Yeah.
The fact that Matt has a rap name is only slightly less disturbing than the giant breadstick meme.
Well, when I do a heel turn, I'm a rapper. I'm on my face. I'm just
the heel. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
The heel turn.
Musician, pop culture aficionado, man of the people. The man who just dropped his live album on Twitter and on YouTube. So if you haven't gone over to check it out, please do. He is Sammy Three-Peat. Welcome back to the show, my friend. And you gave me a preview of that album a little bit ago. What, maybe a couple months back?
Yeah.
And I played it for my bandmates, and everybody very, very much digs the album. It's a great sound. It's a live sound. But man, whatever you were doing there as far as picking up from the board, that thing is fantastic.
It was like a perfect storm. Like everybody was, we were listening back, and then I was kind of looking at everybody. It was like, I think I'm gonna like put this out. And they're like, really? And I was like, yeah, I can clean it up a little bit, but I didn't really have to. Yeah,
Sammy, your next single needs to be about scissors and breadsticks.
Scissors and breadsticks. I'm actually, I was gonna say that I'm thinking about designing scissors made of breadsticks,
and this is also Sammy's last time with us, oddly enough. So the panel will have some openings next week if anybody is interested. So let's take a look at our.
They're gone.
Wait, where's my? Oh no, beard.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
I don't even know where to go with this. Sometimes
I condone this action.
Even the scissors aren't enough.
We're gonna have to stop this stream. There's gonna be like blood pouring out of his hat a little bit later.
Sammy's jacket looks like my retarded gay aunt's couch she leaves in the yard. That's not nice. That's the well, I thought it was Doctor Who, but it's apparently the carpet from The Shining.
Wait, is Boosh saying that the couch is retarded and gay? Or
that's actually a good. It's either the aunt or the couch. I'm not entirely sure which. Tom is questioning Beard's sling blade here. That's fucking funny. Squeaka is in the house. We have the mouse. Ducka.
She's the mouse. That's better than the other mouse for sure.
If you build a better mousetrap, you get a better mouse. Our good friend Steven Ransom, who one day I will lure back to this show, possibly with cheese. I don't know. Late night with Cap. JT, this is 90% of what's happening tonight is your fault. I hope you feel better, by the way. Otherwise, he would have been with us tonight. He's feeling a bit under the weather. Dempsey is with us. Dempsey. Love Dempsey so much. Yes. R.I.P. Jacob. Jim the Viking, our good friend Jim the Viking from across the pond, would like to sign up for an Only Beard account. They may be available after the show. We will have to.
Oh no, it's okay, Boosh. You're funny.
Japanese whiskey. I have a bottle. I actually don't know what. I'd have to look at the box.
No, I said I believe it's called Rishki.
Oh God damn it. And that was it. Any hope of us getting into the main algorithm is now dashed. It's fine. That's pretty much where we linger. If my cock comment with the Tinkerbell thing earlier didn't get us knocked out, that definitely did.
You have to.
Left eye ego. I don't know what ego's trying to say. To be fair, he does only have one eye, so he may not know what he's typing, but it's good to have you out there, my friend. But I am looking forward to The Boys season 4. I like The Boys. Not everyone does, but I do, so it's okay.
The comic was okay. It's the show that sucked.
I like the show. Like I said, I know not everybody likes the show. I like the show.
I liked season 1. Season 2 was not that great. Season 3 was a little back to return to form. Still, it's very heavy-handed.
There's a lot of other.
And
I got that. But you know what?
Season 1 was okay, but season 2 and 3 sucked. I don't like the whole show. So,
but I can live with it. I just don't care that much. I'm enjoying the show for what it is, as they say. It's I only got so far into the comic, so I actually know a lot more about the comic from my son, who relays, Dad, I'm like, God, that's fine. I didn't read it. I can't get through the fucking 7,000 page omnibus now. Mostly because I just don't care that much. So we're going to be exploring a lot of topics tonight. So the first couple things we're going to talk about, though, are sad topics. We're going to go into the land of sad because we lost a couple people this week. One you all will know for fuck you, just fucking wrote it. We'll know for sure from Lord of the Rings, and that is Bernard.
God,
he's
Hill.
known for that.
Mhm.
Wow.
Man, the passing of Theoden
Yes.
King. He was that old. Yes, most people know him from two roles. You know him from Titanic, maybe, but you definitely know him from Lord of the Rings. And he was a perfectly cast man. His delivery of the lines, when the Rohirrim were about to engage the forces of Mordor, he gave that speech so well. You hear Tolkien read that speech,
Yes.
but the passion with which Bernard Hill gave those lines, you believed he was Theoden King. And when he was about to pass after his encounter with the Witch King, his dialogue with Eowyn, it just rips your heart out of your chest. I know your face. And it was just, So that's a sad one for sure. And then the next one is a little less known for a lot of you, but not to us, I guess, us folks in the business. Steve Albini died. He was
this bummed me out.
61. Fuck. So he died of a heart attack a few days ago. Now, if you don't know Steve Albini, I'm going to fill you in here on some albums because you do know his music if you don't know the name. So that's kind of one of those things. Just work. Just do something resembling anything. There we go. So he did Nirvana's In Utero. He did The Breeders.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah.
So some of these albums, this is like the top 10 that they claim are his top 10s or whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean a lot. I don't know some of these bands, but the other ones, the big ones, you do know. The Breeders, where PJ Harvey. I think most of you know who PJ Harvey is. Maybe not everyone.
They had like a couple of big hits.
Yeah, she was hot.
The Pixies. And this was the one with Gigantic on it. Where Is My Mind? These are two. If you know the Pixies at all, you know these songs. And then In Utero by Nirvana, which was a more raw album, which is what they had wanted to get out, and he finally gave that to them, I should say. So a couple of big losses this week in the world of entertainment, and like I said, a lot of you don't know who he is, but you do know his music, and of course, we all know who Bernard Hill is from his perfect portrayal of Theoden King. The first thing he says when he's coming out of the spell is "I know your face," and then one of the last things he says is that same line. And someone put together I think it was a Middle Earth Mixer on Twitter, put together a very nice tribute to him on Twitter. So if you don't know who Middle Earth Mixer is, check him out, and then maybe look at that montage because it is. Like I said, it's gonna punch you in the heart, but it should because that's what these kind of partings are supposed to. That's what happens. So now we're gonna look. We're gonna now delve into something else this week that that hurt me specifically, and that was fuck off. Just fucking do what you're told. The thing that we wanted and the thing that we got. And that's this. Is it so fucking hard to make the suit right? And Beard, you sent me this one. A little different background.
Okay, so
because that's what I was thinking. It is my main thing, suit issues aside, because I think we all have issues with the suit.
Yeah.
Is that the tone in the right picture? He looks like a teenager getting ready to go for a morning shift at Target, and they hate their life. That's not Superman, and especially that's not Superman with Metropolis is getting destroyed in the background.
No, and I know this is like an amalgam of suits. There are like 4 different suits in this suit, but it's the tone of the shot.
I looked back at the promo photos for the other Superman movies. He's standing, in a heroic pose.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
Even the Zack Schneider shot the much maligned Zack Snyder here. I'll pull it up here.
This photo looks like what they did was they saw the actor putting his boot on, like on set somewhere before they called action, and took a shot of that, and then did some stuff to make it look like, hey, look, he's getting ready just like a regular Joe. And
he's not supposed to be a regular person.
Yeah.
Well, see here,
if
I
he's
think
bored about being with the movie, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, I will say this
with this new Superman from what's his face. He's been designed him in there. This is going to be another dreary, woke. I mean, look at all the other characters having in the film. He's going to be sidelined in his own movie, probably, except for a big scene at the end or something like that. I have very little high. I don't even have. I'm almost black pill. The only thing that keeps me not being black pill is because of the awesome Superman TV show that's about to reach final season. After that, then probably there'll be no good Superman on live action for like the rest of my life. So.
Well, I mean, I will.
Here it is. Here's the shot I was talking about. I'm going to bring this up here. This is from Collider. Fuck you, Collider. Just show me the Superman fucking picture I clicked on.
I know that Superman's sitting down and putting his boot on and not using super speed to get ready quickly. Yes, that is absolutely not what he would do. But I think you could make it work with a more positive, like happy background, like we saw in those edits. It's like there's a little bit something endearing seeing like a new god, putting his boots on one at a time like an average person. But not when the city's getting destroyed.
I agree. This shot works if there's not destruction going on in the background.
The other thing is this could have been taken with like some kind of high-speed camera, and he really is going fast.
It's possible, yeah. You could.
I'm not getting that vibe. I'm not getting that vibe. I'm getting emo vibe.
Right? The guy from
Man doesn't have to eat, but he likes to. So I'm sure he does like to put on like a normal.
The only positive I take from this from this is if you look closely, he has a belt and there appears to be something red around his
yes. So he's got
Russo
the boots,
he's
got the shorts, and that's something. But the problem is the rest of the fucking suit. Actually, the biggest problem with the suit for me is the high neck. I hate the high neck.
By the way,
yeah, it's too new 52. It drives me nuts.
It also looks MCU.
I was like, why does Green Lantern have to look like Batman? Why does Batman?
Yes, Joker. Yes, Joker. I'm sorry. I was busy heaving. I apologize.
I know.
That version of Superman New 52 is another super douche. By the way.
Yeah.
I am compared to the Cavill costume. This is an upgrade. So I
disagree.
What everyone is.
I
agree.
I
don't.
I
don't care.
This
is an upgrade.
The Cavill costume looks.
Hold on.
I'll shut up. I'll shut the fuck up.
Hold on.
Shut the fuck up. You say shut the fuck up, Roman. I'll shut the fuck up.
Because I said what Gunn needs to do is to go back to more of that Silver Age look. The red trunks, the yellow belt. He even has the spit curl.
But he's not.
In his
hair.
It's
the wrong color red and the wrong color blue.
No,
Jesus
it's dirty.
Christ, you guys.
The suit is dirty.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. If this is all we're doing is nitpicking to nitpick now, and all this is doing is giving the folks who don't like our sphere. They're making their claim that we hate everything. It's proving them right.
But I cannot like the fucking suit, Joker. I cannot like the suit, man.
I call that woke derangement syndrome, by the way. Okay, but everything that comes out about this movie is a negative sign. Like if this costume had been bright blue, I'd be all on board saying it's a good sign. But that's my biggest pet peeve. Is Superman's not supposed to look dour. I grew up. My grandma read Superman like before I was even born. Like I'm like a third generation Superman fan. There's an image of this.
Keep in mind that
even the image we wanted is still not quite right.
Guys,
keep in mind they like to put out
the suit is bright blue. It's dirty. Look at the legs. The legs are the color blue. It's the soot on the suit that's making it look dark.
Maybe it is.
They also like to put stuff out there promoting the movie that makes it look bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
does look like
he
he found
camera.
Lois's OnlyFans.
So
page.
Well, that was
so-
my question was going to be:
I'm
are
waiting
there
to
any
see-
other
I
promotional?
want to wait to see.
Yeah.
Right. I want to wait to see video of it
I
or
want to wait to
actual promotional photos, not just.
I
What
want
else
to wait
is
to.
it? Panel. So
I want to wait. I want to
AI?
wait to see. I want to wait to see a trailer. I want to wait to hear a score, some music to this.
Okay, but
Because
let's
because
the movie aside, Joker. So let's agree
Because-
to be on the actual image, right? Okay.
okay,
This is
well,
bad marketing.
hold on,
is my point.
hold on. I wasn't done yet though. But
Okay.
I wasn't done because
All right.
every other thing that Gunn has done, at least as far as his casting has been great so far. I mean, you have a ginger playing Jimmy Olsen again. I mean, Lois
We're
Lane,
back.
Wait, I thought
Rachel-
Jimmy Olsen was
Rachel
black.
Brosnan. No,
No, they got a ginger.
Rachel-
no, senor, no.
you got
The
I will judge
got-
the fuck out of this book, JT. That's why you
You
put
got-
out a promotional photo. You expect a response to it. I
Yeah,
mean, he may not be
you got
getting the response
Brosnahan
he wanted, but
as
that's why
Lois
you
Lane.
put out a promotional photo. That's why when Zack Snyder put out that photo of Henry Cavill in the vault, that got a good response. That didn't get this response. I thought that was a great promo pick. This is not a great promo pick. And
The
I
only
don't
one
Zack
that
Snyder,
really
you know,
bugs me is the only critique that really bugs me is they're like, it doesn't fit well. It's like he's crouching down to put his boots on. There's no way we can tell how this suit fits.
I don't even
I
care
do
about that.
see-
I don't even care about that.
see-
I don't
Yeah.
like the suit itself. I like I like the fucking fake fuck trailer. This one I like that suit. I mean, that's the classic Superman suit. I like that a lot. But I also like this suit far better. This has actually got a lot of the same concepts as the new
See,
suit.
I think
without
that's actually probably how
the
it's going to
wonky
look in the
stuff.
daylight.
That's
And I think, hold on. I agree with the statement that it does look like they just caught a candid photo of the actor on set and they badly photoshopped into something. I do agree. Putting this out there as your first image was a mistake. Overall, though, I do like the suit. I do think that, however, when we see it in action, they will CG out any of those wrinkles to make it kind of fit like you would expect Superman's suit normally to be kind of like skin smooth and everything like that. But they didn't do that here, and that's really the only part of the suit, except for maybe the high neck, that kind of bugs me. But otherwise, I like the
high neck
design.
bugs me.
Well, let's just-
I'm not even going to say it doesn't bug me.
Yeah,
because it
give me
bugs
that hoop neck, baby.
The
Give me
issue
that
here
hoop
is
neck.
Gunn should be building the fans to what like the marketing, the pre-marketing, I guess we'll call it the pre-marketing, whatever word you want to use for it. Like everyone said, this was not the best image they could have chosen to get built enthusiasm. Okay, as much as I dislike most of Zack Snyder's stuff, the early images, like the one with the vault and all, they were heroic images. You know,
that was good shit.
Yeah, and you know, and honestly, Man of Steel was, if it wasn't Superman, it would be a good movie. You know,
I know I'm a dissenter on the panel with this. I liked Man of Steel. I know.
I hated Man.
It has many faults. It has many.
Well, it has a lot of faults.
I am not a
movie.
Zack Schneider simp by any.
But
I enjoyed it.
It's a terrible Superman film.
But
It's a
but
terrible
let's
Superman film.
That's exactly what it
again. I still like it. I like what I like. Just like this fucking suit, I don't like.
This kind of reminds me of when Henry Cavill, the first picture of him as a Witcher came out. People were like, "That wig looks fake," and this and that. And then later they showed like better pictures when it was closer to being released, and he actually looked like Geralt in it. I think when more pictures come out with more context,
maybe
it like because his suit does look dirty. Like the S looks like.
It's covered in soot.
Yeah, so
the legs are much brighter than everything else. Which, by the way, if you're a comic book fan, you should know that shouldn't happen.
I actually think Jim is right. I think this is AI as fuck. I don't even think this is a fucking photo. I
don't either. I agree. I think he was
I don't know why you
that.
release an AI fucking picture of your fucking.
Someone took his sandwich from craft services. He was putting on his boots, and someone was like, "Hey, let's put the CGI piece of shit behind him." And,
no, this is probably like concept, like maybe the direct Gun is like, okay, how might this scene look? Let's do some concept art before we film it to see
So this is an official release from the studio, right?
Yeah,
Not
they put
fan
this
release
out
or anything. Okay, I just want to make sure
which
because
was
you
a
never know.
stupid
these
thing to
days.
do. Hey,
This
Boosh,
was fine if it
while
was
you're
a
walking the
thumbnail in a
dog,
magazine.
don't Chrissy Gnome the dog, Boosh. Just don't do it. I just want to throw that out there.
Well, so I think, like JV was saying, we gotta kind of wait till more stuff comes out to really see what it's going to look like.
Alaska Jeff, you're hoping, you're looking for an awful lot here. I don't care if he was finished fighting someone. I don't really give a fuck any about that stuff. I'm not worried about the soot on the suit. And I was able to say that out loud while drinking, so I'm pretty proud of myself. My problem is the overall suit design. I like that S. Actually, I hope they keep that S. That's fine.
Yeah, I do.
There's just a lot of other aspects of the suit I don't like. And I also don't like that they decided to release a CGI picture for their movie opener that isn't like awesome. Because the problem is you can't have an awesome CGI promo pic. It's just not going to fucking happen. This was a bad choice by Gunn. Maybe the movie will be great. I hope it's great. I hope the fucking movie is great. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
But guess what? It's being talked about.
Yeah. And also I got a question. You got a purple pinkish light
free
in the sky.
advertising.
I was just going to ask that.
Light. Are we talking Brainiac?
That's what I was thinking. Is it Brainiac?
You know,
I mean, that's a villain that we haven't seen a lot of.
I mean, that could be Starro. That could be a couple other. I mean, there's a lot of Superman villains that could be. So,
I hate
Brainiac. I think that could be a good villain, like for
Subtle's out there. I'm sorry, Subtle. I missed your earlier comment. It's always good to see Subtle out there. Dropping wildly inappropriate comments all over the internet.
I mean, way out of left field. The color of that energy beam, Star Sapphire. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, nobody knows. It may not even be anything. That's the other thing, folks. It may be nothing.
Right.
Back in them olden times,
something in the back.
If he was doing this movie Guardian of the Galaxy style, I could see Star Sapphire being in this movie. But
if you weren't sick, I would straight up tell you to fuck off, JT. If you weren't sick, I would straight up tell you to fuck off.
He can take it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Ooh,
so
Mando and Squeaka in the chat.
I think we have a healthy disagreement on the new suit. I hope the movie is good. I never want to see a bad Superman movie, a bad Batman movie. I love superheroes, despite what the interweb, what one of our next topics is going to say. I am
cautiously optimistic. I am still cautiously.
I'm less optimistic than I
too.
was. I went in cautiously optimistic, but every time the more Gunn does, the less optimistic I become. So I will just have to see. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know yet. I know I don't like that promo shot though.
Okay. Just the one last thing really quick. So his Guardians films have been held as some of the best that Marvel has.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
Put out. The Suicide Squad is held as a better film than now the Heirs Suicide Squad film. And as a result of that, you get the Peacemaker show, which a lot of folks like.
I like
all Gunn's work.
I'm not gonna lie, I liked Peacemaker. I thought it was a very entertaining show.
Yeah, my brother really likes Peacemaker.
Okay,
I
know people don't like that too. So no, I know where you're going here, Joker. I do understand. I like James Gunn's work. I just wish he wouldn't drop a fucking giant nugget like this into the fucking punch bowl. And I mean, was it dropped specifically like this just so we would fight about it? It probably was. He's not a dumb guy.
I think the main thing that most people like, and I've said this multiple times on Twix, is suit issues aside, it was not a good image to put out as your first suit reveal. And I think most people agree with that. Because there are things that we can nitpick on, which causes kind of the back and forth we're having right now when we don't really see what it's actually going to look like in motion. So I don't really like it, but I'm going to give it. It has potential, and I'm going to give it a chance.
Okay. Yeah. No, and so am I. Will I go see it in the theater? I don't know. I'm actually gonna let that
give it a chance
for a minute.
See, the thing is,
I don't go to the theater very often though. But
here's a really important thing. Okay, Warner has just made bad movies over the last few years. They haven't done Marvel where they basically graped their own product. You know what I mean? So Warner, I will give the benefit of the doubt because, especially now with the new management and all, they seem like they want to make money. You know, so
correct.
Again,
I hope so.
I like very little of Gunn's work. Guardian of the Galaxy 1 is the only movie of the big ones I liked. I didn't like the second and third one. I didn't like the Suicide Squad movie. I wanted to like the second one because Kurt Russell was in it. I mean, that was,
I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them, but that's the thing. We all like what we like and don't like what we don't like for whatever reasons that our mind tells us.
And then the third one suffered from the whole Marvel destroying itself. It was in that phase 4 or whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't know those little fucking mutant animals dying at the beginning of the movie. I wept like a schoolgirl. Let's see what Jim's got here. I agree. I'm also waiting for the next truly awesome superhero film. It's been 20 years, but I'm still. Well, this brings us not so subtle into our next topic, which is the fucking Russo brothers talking out of their ass, which is a little bit weird because I love the Russo brothers, but they're blaming it not on bad writing. They're blaming it on ADHD and people not having the ability to sit through a movie. Here's the deal.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I really don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Because last time I checked, Endgame is about a 3-hour film.
It is funny, and we all managed to sit through that. But the rest of Marvel, with the exception of maybe Guardians 3, has been a giant fucking Taco Bell out the ass fest at 2 a.m. in the morning. That is modern Marvel. So don't lecture me on long fucking movie, Russo's brothers. You know what you should be saying is, if they wrote better fucking movies, people will be able to sit through them.
Hello.
So,
look,
and also,
I think you're reading this wrong, Roman. Roman, you're reading this entirely wrong. Okay, this is them politely saying woke sucks.
It's interesting.
I hope
if that's the case, because
very generous.
Because the show they did for Amazon, what was it, Citadel? I couldn't get past 2 episodes. That show sucked so bad.
I mean, you want to see the Russos in action? Go watch Extraction 1 and 2. They're awesome movies. Okay?
Yeah,
and it's they have their finger on the pulse of these action espionage type of movies.
We go back to Captain America: Winter Soldier, which was which is my favorite.
Well, I said movies, entire TV series,
Marvel films.
Okay.
No, Oppenheimer. No, that's a great point. I liked Oppenheimer. I actually liked that last hour of Oppenheimer, which people were saying, no, that wasn't entirely necessary. It kind of was if you wanted to get the full scope of the story. I mean, the bomb going off is not the full scope of the story. I like that. I like that last hour.
That's how Oppenheimer was a historical.
And if you watch,
so I was like,
and if you watch Max, and if you have Max, you get the extended cuts of Lord of the Rings. I cannot go back and watch the
No, you can't watch the regular
go back
ones.
and watch.
Don't you do it? No, don't you ever?
I only watch the regular ones, so.
Oh my God! No, it's like you have an inflatable girlfriend at that point. It doesn't work. It's like you have a real live girl and inflatable girl. Real live girl, inflatable girl.
Movies, they were very good movies. They were well done. They were in spirit.
I'm going to have to pause us on this Lord of the Rings topic because we're going to jump back into that shit in just a little bit. Yeah. But I want to read this line real fast from Joe Russo. I think it's a reflection of the current state of everything, said Joe. It's difficult right now. It's an interesting time. I think we're in a transitional period and people don't quite know yet how they're going to receive stories moving forward. and what kinds of stories they're going to want. Yes, we fucking do, Joe. We want good fucking stories. It's not that fucking hard. You don't need to. What are you, a psychologist now? Did you go to fucking therapy while we were after the fucking end game? Fuck him.
Okay, Roman, you got to read his comments with sarcasm. He's being sarcastic about.
I don't know that. I can't see sarcasm. There's not these weird little symbols around.
You know why the body of these guys work. These guys don't do woke movies. Okay.
But I don't remember. One of them played the gay guy in Endgame, and that was a weird moment in Endgame. I don't know why that was weird. I don't even know why they felt the need to do that. And for my gay friends out there, sorry, but I just thought it was weird. That when Cap was doing his little therapy session in Endgame, and the Russo brother, who is, I don't even know what the name of the character is, it doesn't fucking matter, was relaying he'd gone on a date.
They did it for the Chinese audience, I think.
He started crying, and then I started crying, but we're going out again. And then Cap's all fine with it. Fucking World War II Cap, who isn't familiar with any of these things really, is like, yeah, you just got to get back out there. You did the hardest thing. Yeah. So maybe, it's deep down inside. I don't know what I don't know, but I am so fucking jaded from what Hollywood has done to me. I'm like an abuse victim, the way I view fucking everything now from these people. Anyway.
Speaking of abuse victim, you should look at some DMs that JT tagged you in. Or Jacob or somebody.
Wait, what? Where? What?
It was in
is it in the chat?
So JT tagged you, Jacob, for a meme for Roman.
Yeah, I saw it.
What should you do, JT?
Poor fag.
You should show it. It's amazing.
Oh, no.
It's going to set Roman on a meltdown for 20 minutes.
I will send it to.
I'm barely hanging on right now. Where is it? What am I looking for? Something?
Let's see if I can actually send it to you.
Oh, good. Thank you. So whatever's going to happen in the next couple minutes, folks, you can blame JT Gunn, aka Cap, for. It's probably not going to be pretty. You might want to even get out for a second. I don't know what's going to happen.
Send the kids out.
I just thought.
Oh God! Oh,
I'm
fuck
looking
off!
sorry.
I'm not even going to share that. I am not sharing that one.
Yes,
You
share
can
it.
look
Share
that
it.
up all on your own on the
I'm
internet.
actually surprised that meme hasn't been done way sooner than that.
No, there's so much
Do
to know
it!
with that one. I'm not doing that one.
It is
We're gonna
awesome.
go to our next topic. Holy fuck, JT! What the fuck is wrong with you? You have
Roman
brain
is
cells.
now
Brandon?
an
You've
elephant
been hanging
man.
out
He's
with
like,
RFK
I have
Jr.
my
What's wrong with you,
dignity.
man?
I'm
Oh
not
my
an
God.
I'm a man.
Oh, Jesus. That hurt. That's a pain that is not going away.
Just before they start, they're like, when you hear your family, motherfucker.
Yeah, I am the blonde girl, and there are 5 black guys behind me, but they're a breadstick. So it's the same. We're not going to do that right now. But what we are going to talk about is this fuck show.
Exactly. Go from one nightmare to the other.
Oh my God, this popped onto my fucking radar today, and my brain exploded.
Okay, wait, time out. There is a great Lord of the Rings fan film with basically that title, which Peter Jackson knows about. So I wonder if he's doing a big screen version of that fan film. It is great.
That would be cool.
Oh, wait.
That would be
I
cool.
thought this was
All
a
right.
video game
Doubt
turned
it.
into a movie. My bad.
My doubt is really fucking high right now because I don't see the point to this. I see no reason to do
I will
this.
drop
Just
the
like
link
I saw no
below
reason to
so you
do.
I'll put the link in the chat, like the live chat, to the search for Gollum, whatever, Hunt for Gollum, whatever it's called, so you guys can watch. It is one of the top 5 greatest fan films of all time.
Is it live action?
Really?
Yeah,
It's live action. Yeah.
I've seen. I think I've seen it. And it's great.
I know you have, man. You and I talked
don't-
about it. I linked it to you, and we talked about it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes,
I don't know if they need to make a movie for it, but
I don't have faith that they're going to do it right.
No, I neither do I. But I mean, Peter Jackson is connected to this, obviously. Andy Serkis is back. I just can't.
It all depends on how much. Yeah, it all depends on how much those two have as far as input and control. So I'm not going to hate on it yet, but I'm also not hopeful. I would rather be pleasantly surprised, which I think I might be, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Is Andy?
I'm not even
Andy
going.
Serkis going to be doing Gollum again? Is he reprising the role of Gollum? Or
yes, he's starring as well as directing. So he's going to be the Gollum, and then directing as well. And I have no idea what else they're going to incorporate into this, because this is loose.
I hope they don't go the Hobbit route and make it like ridiculous, like Hobbit was.
Well,
I hope it doesn't
they fucked Hobbit up so
for those who don't
bad.
know, okay, the story comes from the appendices to Lord of the Rings. So
which always gives us the best material.
Yeah. Excuse me, don't even do it. The appendices to Lord of the Rings is great. Okay, what Amazon did with it is shit. But
it wasn't meant for mass consumption. It's meant to be notes.
Okay, but that's fine. You could do that for a 2-hour movie, not a whole series.
You could pull from the appendices to Lord of the Rings anywhere from 10 to 15 movies. There's so much content in there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you absolutely you could. If it was done correctly with the other lore in mind. The appendices by themselves, like what Amazon Prime tried to do was
your gold.
was make a Silmarillion TV series based on the appendices, because that was how they first marketed it. It was like, we're gonna do a series based on the Silmarillion. They didn't have rights to it, and so it was never. In my opinion, it was never technically meant to be a series based on the appendices. I think that's what the cover story is, because if you look at the early marketing, what people were talking about, they were all like, "Oh, it's the Silmarillion and TV series. It's going to be great." And then they're like, "Oh, that's right, we don't have the rights. It's based off the appendices, actually."
Yeah. We talked about this, Mando. I contend that the whole reason they did this show, remember that super studio they built because of it? Because they thought they were going to win all the rights that Embracer Group got.
Yeah.
And they would make movies and TV shows. They'd spam War of the Rings for the next 30 years. So they'll pull it on public. And
this didn't bother me. I mean, it can be good or it can be not good. I mean,
so
it can go either way right now.
It's like
I love Peter Jackson.
I need more info on this before I'll.
All right. Well, all I remember is Peter Jackson's last work with Lord of the Rings was the fucking Hobbit, and I hated those movies. Although I'm gonna throw something out there for those of you that don't know.
Those movies had a lot more.
You can find on the interwebs
from a fan edit. Yep.
There's a fan edit that gets rid of 95% of the bullshit stuff.
Yeah, there's two of them.
You don't have all the interference. There's still some stuff that doesn't make sense because you can't fix it. You just can't.
But
exactly. But it is a much more true adaptation of The Hobbit. It's a much better watch. I watched that version with my goddaughters a couple of weeks ago. They loved it, and my son and I are like going, yeah. So it was good.
Well, also with that, Warner Brothers started the Hobbit movies without Peter Jackson. Then when they realized that everything was going to fall down, they were like, "Hey, Peter Jackson, come fix it." And so
but he said yes.
Damage.
He said yes.
Well, because he respects the property. I mean, that's why he did
that's fine, but he didn't respect the property.
And then they didn't listen to him. He wanted to do 2 movies, make it 2 movies, not 3.
One.
Well, there's actually a lot in there. You could have done like Up to Smog with 1 movie, and then the War of 5 Armies with the second. You could. They'd be like 1.5 hour movies basically, but you could do it. That would have been. All right. I hate ultra long movies. You guys, Jacob, I spam this all the time. The longer and longer these movies get, it's like drives me insane how many scenes they put in modern movies that you could just cut out and nothing changes.
That's
definitely The Hobbit. The 30 minutes they take to melt gold down to put on Smog, complete waste of time. It doesn't do anything. He just flies away anyway. So why go through all that? And they're jumping around and doing all this stuff. Same with the barrel ride down the river with impossible axe shots, and then they're like, we got to sneak into the city, but then the orcs can just walk on the rooftop and no one sees them. Like, really? Okay, then what was the point of?
Well, it's also logically inconsistent. If Smaug could swim through gold like that, there's nothing anyone short of like Elrond or Gandalf could do to hurt him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember that from the book, and at all. Them melting gold and putting it on him. No, it was it was 30 minutes of nonsense.
It was way more than 30
minutes.
No,
it was in the book. It was
a lot of
basically
minutes
like steal what he stole. Smaug gets ticked off and decides to burn everything to the ground.
Yeah, he flies out and goes to the city or the town or whatever, Lake Town. And
my son Jacob of the Empire bringing me beer.
But all I'm saying is that particular sequence was like 30 minutes long, and
I can't. JT, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with the sexual fantasies you were having about me? That's what you need to ask yourself right now. You need to see like some Freudian psychologist asking why you're having breadsticks fantasies about your friend Roman, because it's not healthy, JT. It's not fucking healthy. So we're gonna move on to our next topic of the evening.
Yeah, because like when it comes to Lord of the Rings stuff, I could be here for a while.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna offer this up to the panel. Do you want to hear my admission of the week? Because I have one. I actually have a sad.
Is it going to be about hamster skeletons?
Who you buried?
No hamster skeletons. Or we can go into our next topic, which I'm going to hold off until you. Next topic is a mystery topic. I know what we're going to talk about, but
are you going to admit to actually liking Olive Garden? Is that?
No. That is definitely not. You're not fucking family here. That's the thing. So yeah, we have one mystery topic or my admission here. Oh my God, it's Roman. I'm not dead. I know.
Roman admits he loves the Fifth Element. He really loves it.
No, that is not it either.
Right.
So all right, we'll go.
He loves. He cries when he listens to Journey. He loves it.
This I surprised myself with this because I don't generally do this kind of stuff.
Oh, you got the Dallas Corbin multipass?
I watched Picard season 3.
Oh, okay. That's And but did you watch season 1 and 2?
No,
what?
I did not.
Roman, no.
Because I'd heard season
the Death
1
Star
and 2
scene
were
at the end.
horrible.
Come on.
They were complete
Gary
garbage.
Gary liked season 3, and I watched it, and I was hooked. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Okay.
I have minor issues with it because they harken, TNG. but it was an excellent close to TNG though. I thought it was. I thought it was a really nice wrap up.
I agree. It is not the perfect ending that we had at the actual ending of TNG. Just a very simple sitting down at the deck or at the table playing cards. That was perfect. Yeah, but considering the bastardization they gave us in 1, where they teased some good stuff and then left us hanging, can't even say it, disaster of season 2.
Exactly. I couldn't watch it.
I'm shocked that we got anything as good as season 3. Well, perfect, absolutely not, but very enjoyable.
There's a lot of like suspect writing in it. I reviewed the first 6 episodes. Someday I will get the last 4 done someday. But because I just got tired of the bad writing distracting from the good scenes type of thing.
Will review Picard.
But to see Picard actually act like Picard a little bit, like just a glimmer of his.
I thought it was. I loved getting the cast back together. I thought Worf was both hilarious and still fun and still Worf. Will Riker was great. He was almost better than Will Riker in the original series.
Yeah, Will Riker came back super strong.
Frakes has matured as an actor. He was a horrible actor his first time around.
He was. And I actually like what they did with Data. I thought that was an interesting way to make Data not have to be fucking covered in, the plastic shit as an old man doesn't work. But if you make him an old man, it actually does work. I thought I really do think, like I said, are there issues? Sure. But I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I sat in front of my computer while I was waiting for the fucking concrete to dry and walk outside my fucking house. I watched so many episodes because I was kind of trapped. Josh, congratulations. Our good friend Josh hit the big 500. Welcome. Good job, buddy. I will never get there, but I appreciate that you did.
That deserves a scissoring.
So yeah, we love Josh. Josh is a regular panel member here on Of the Empire, and he's a great guy. I got to meet him in Vegas, and he's a good friend. So congratulations, buddy. So now we're going to move on to something I like, to something that I know I'm going to hate, and I hate saying that out loud because I'm making a presumption about something that hasn't happened yet, but I can say it pretty well.
Hollywood Burning? What?
So I feel what you're saying on this, but there are things that she's been in that have actually been decent. Like if the script is good, she will make this good.
You just made a giant leap of a statement.
I've seen
more
than 30 movies with Michelle Yeoh in them. She is a very good actress.
Right.
Okay. She got hosed with Star Trek Discovery, and I'm glad she's out of it.
She was the best part of that whole show.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: that premise of her being a dying like a replicant in her last days. There's so much that they could do with that story.
Yeah. The question is Amazon 5. Who is doing this? Like, who is the actual showrunner for this?
We have no idea. This is a very brief article. It ends here, so you don't get a lot more than they're doing this,
because that whole setting of the Blade Runner with all the androids and all that. It's a very fascinating thing, which could, as Shieldwall said, it can be explored in a very interesting. You know what I mean?
Well, look what Rutger Hauer did with just that scene at the end alone.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was his. Rutger Hauer was amazing though. But the thing is though, also the original Blade Runner was amazing. Blade Runner 2049 we've talked about at length. My issues with it.
Oh yeah, I did not.
There are many.
That movie that much.
Ryan Gosling is probably the main issue. Harrison Ford not giving a fuck about the script was a secondary issue. Dave Bautista is not a good actor, being maybe the third issue, and the rest of the story being the fourth issue. I fucking hate Blade Runner 49. So I don't see why I'm going to like in any fashion Blade Runner 2099. I don't know how it's going to come together.
So I'm looking at what they've got listed on IMDb currently. Somebody has pointed this out to me. I forget who it was. Might be somebody on this panel. So if it is, I apologize. When you start counting the number of producers, the higher the number gets, the more concerning it is.
Yep. The worse. Yep.
So, and granted, this is a series. So,
it's a cat.
Granted, it's a series. So
I'm saying that, but I could give you a TV show with like 40 producers. That's great.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It definitely is with movies. With TV shows, sometimes they switch off. But as long as you have one good showrunner, that doesn't necessarily make the difference. But currently, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
He's still
13.
going. He's still going.
There's 13 executives and 1 consulting producer.
Oh boy.
If you want to look it up, as far as the writers and such, there are a few things listed on IMDb. One of the directors.
What's the exact name of the show?
Blade Runner 2099.
As far as we know, that might. I mean, yeah. Who knows?
According to the article, it's been in development since 2019 to.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic then, because that's only like fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah,
one of the directors.
It still says a mini-series, by the way, not a TV show. So maybe it's just a one-shot type thing.
One of the directors did 2 episodes of Shogun.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
I like Shogun. I thought Shogun was good.
Yeah.
One of the writers, Ash versus Evil Dead, Leftovers. Yeah,
I like that shit
Nothing
too.
really standing out.
No, but the problem is you can have a lot of one-off directors who did a good thing in a what was that? What's the Oh
no, one of the writers with unknown episode credits was a supervising producer for Halo.
Oh.
All right.
There's nothing good came out of Halo. Not one good fucking thing came out of Halo. And I know not everybody's going to even give a fuck about this. I liked Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner, the theatrical cut. I actually don't like any of the other cuts. I don't like the director's cut. I don't like the fucking unicorn cut. I don't like the ultimate unicorn cut. I don't like any of those. I like the original director's cut. I think, or the original theatrical cut. I still think that is the best version of the movie. And there's going to be disagreement on that, and that's fine. There's, why do we like things and why do we not like things? It all goes back to that. But there's not a version of 2049 that's out there that I would like. 2099 Jeez. That's
this
like a
list of
fucking
producers has some people who've done good
nail
work
through
on
your
it.
sack.
So like one of the guys directed like episodes of The Pacific and also episodes of
You're not winning
Game of Thrones. You know,
it depends.
you know,
I don't know.
Was it in
I
season
don't think
8 of Game of Thrones?
well, I'm not going ultra deep. Another guy was a writer for the movie Logan, which was a great movie.
Why does it exist?
Worked on Blue Eyed Samurai as well, which people like.
All right, so it looks like it has some decent talent involved in it. And
this is one of those like we could wait and see with this one, you know. So
right. Yeah, that's what I'm going to take it with.
Everything we've
Michelle
seen
Yeoh,
so
I think,
far
is capable
on the
of
show
that.
is 50-50. I mean, we don't know much about anything. We just know
we don't.
very little.
We're gonna go a little political, religious, and you just bear with me on this. If you got my notes, you got this thing.
Mando's got her political religious hat ready. Yeah.
This is from again this week's episode of Why Actors Shouldn't Talk. This is Brian Cox.
Oh yeah. I thought you were going to bring up the other guy.
Actually, there were a couple I could have brought up this week. David Tennant defending trans kids. Fuck off, Dave. That's stupid. They don't exist, and that makes me question whether or not you're a pedophile.
So my understanding is Cox is one of those devout atheists. So
great. You know what he should do? Keep his mouth shut. You know what I want to know about his beliefs or not beliefs? Nothing. I want to know nothing about them. Yeah. I want to know that I like Brian Cox as an actor, but now I look at him through a grain of, gosh, that's
what are his thoughts on some of the other religious texts in the world?
Yeah. I bet you he probably doesn't have any thoughts on them.
No, I'm pretty sure
another one.
I remember
Christianity is something that they love to attack because they know they're not going to get attacked back.
In his case, I remember him in the past being one of the like Dawkins, the biologist. He's one of those like atheism is the way to go people, you know. So I don't know in general. I'm just saying. I remember him coming up before. As soon as you saw the link with him, I was like, okay, I know he's an atheist. You know, like he's against all religions.
That's fine. You can be an atheist, but you don't need to speak about it. You don't need to to degrade people who
okay, hold on. Okay. So then, just to play devil's advocate here, do we then say the same thing about folks saying our sphere, like Mac, who will preach all the time?
Who?
Melanie Mac.
I'm barely aware of her existence, so I don't care. She's also not a celebrity. She's a YouTube celebrity. That's not the same thing.
Hey, he has every right to say this.
No, he does. That's fine. But just like every other fucking celebrity has a right to say every fucking stupid thing they want to say. I won't watch a Sean Penn movie anymore because of Sean Penn.
He's even against woke stuff if you read what he writes. So
I like Brian Cox.
I think it also depends on how you advertise yourself in the first place. If you, as an actor or as a content creator, like if your whole shtick is like I'm a video gamer, or if you're a religious preacher, like if that is your platform and that is what you're doing, that's fine. It's the.
I don't have a problem with him saying this.
Yeah, but what about?
He's not slamming Christians. He's saying what he thinks about.
There are also actors and actresses that talk about their faith in Jesus. I mean, this is
Here's my thing.
In our
job
society,
is to sell yourself. Why would you single out any bit of your audience?
Right.
It's
seeing as how I couldn't read this article because my browser.
Oh yeah, your computer.
Anyway, what's the context? Was he asked a question? Was this
like? But is also labeled Christians as stupid for believing in its teachings. Okay, here's the thing: you can.
They said, Brian Cox, how you doing today? And he was like, "The Bible's stupid."
Or he was baited into it. You know what I mean? They ask more in-depth questions.
I doubt that very much. It's I don't even know how you end up there. What do you say? Hey, Brian Cox, what do you think about the Bible? Okay.
His group of atheists are like that, though. Like there's a group of atheists. They've been around for decades and decades. They're the ones who like want nativity out of public display.
Yeah, no, and I fucking hate all of them. Fuck off. This is a you know, you can
if
say
he
what you
was
want.
asked
still
a direct question, if he was asked a direct question, what do you think of the Bible? Being smart, he could have curbed some of the things he said.
Yeah.
But he says
it's not really my cup of tea. Now, why don't you fuck off?
I don't really prefer to get into that right now. Can we talk about whatever
he could have said something?
I mean, at the end of the day, very plainly, you could have just, I'm an atheist. You could like that's my belief system, and left it at there. But
he did. He dropped this.
Yeah,
one of the worst books ever.
It alienates your
it's a mythology. I have also labeled Christians as stupid for believing in his teachings.
I have way more of a problem with what's his face, Richardson, what he said than what Cox said. Way
with who?
Alan Richardson.
Alan Richardson.
Oh,
yeah.
I have 10 times more problem with him than what.
Well, politically, yes, because he's a hypocrite in that regard. Brian Cox didn't need to say this. Of course, Richardson didn't need to say what he said either. That was also very.
Well, who needs to say anything though? I mean, that's you know.
You don't need to speak on these topics, but they do. They shouldn't. That's why this section is called "Actors Shouldn't Speak."
Yeah, unless someone wrote those words down for you. Keep your trap down.
This is really going down a dangerous path because this is the slippery slope of curtailing speech. Brian Cox has every right to say every word. He does have every right to say it.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so we have the right to say, okay, I think that's lame. But for people to say you shouldn't be saying this, then where does that stop?
No, you're missing the point.
No, hey, he has every right to say this. His job.
He's putting himself. He's not representing a movie.
He has to have viewers to have this job, and when you attack a certain group of viewers, it's a bad business. That's it.
And that's how I
learn him as a heretic.
And then at that point, let the market handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, exactly. I don't. Maybe it's because
I get to call him out on being a fucking stupid cockface for what he said, though.
And let's face it, guys, it's low hanging fruit. It's low hanging fruit at this point. Okay, people have been dunking on Christians and in the Bible for decades and decades now. It's low hanging fruit. It's nothing shocking. You're not Madonna dressed up like a whore with your cross
Christians
on,
can
or
take
dressed
it.
up like a nun.
It's
old news. All right, you want to be like shocking, provocative? Say something about Islam. Okay?
It's actually a bit more shocking that if you scroll down in this article, more to what Matt's point was, what he was saying earlier, he does call out what's currently going on in the Middle East, but I won't say those words just in case we still have a chance of getting into the algorithm.
No,
so he does call out both of those sides and says that they're all stupid because of God too. So to his credit, he is sticking to his guns and saying that all religion is dumb.
Well, absolutely. Like if you're like being an atheist, that's what you believe. Absolutely. I just had I just feel like you can say that
God, Muhammad, or the Pope. We don't look to ourselves. You know what? If you're looking to yourself for guidance as to your spiritual being, you're probably fucking up. That's just my opinion. I have lots of opinions. Okay. Whatever. Take with it what you will. I'm also not a celebrity.
Those are the same people who say I'm living my truth.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess it's just one of those you can say you can say what you believe, but you don't have to insult other people when you say that.
There's a better way of saying
it. Me personally, that's my point. Like, say what you believe. Absolutely, but you don't have to insult other people. Like I'm friends with people of all types of beliefs and faiths and religions and whatnot. Like, I disagree. I'm not going to call them dumb because some of them are some of the most intelligent people I've ever met.
It's the way you go about a thing.
Watching his movies because.
So I don't know how many of you besides Mando So I don't know how many Mando are avid readers like I am, but Mando, we can both testify to this. Probably 75% of fantasy, horror, and science fiction writers are like abhorrent leftists, and we just ignore that when we read the books because the books are good, you know. And same thing with these actors. There's a lot of actors out there I know who, like, just because I'm a Trump voter, they'd call me subhuman or whatever. I don't care as long as what they do on the screen is entertaining to me. You know?
Well, they reached a point for me where Sean Penn is one of the actors I will not watch anything he's in anymore. Dave Grohl, I will not listen to his music anymore. I love the Foo Fighters, and then he allegedly killed his drummer because he made him get something. So I can't listen to Foo Fighters anymore. So
the thing is, Roman, I can't. There's so many things. Maybe it's because there's the whole thing where maybe I know so much about so many of the musicians, writers, actors, but all their
all the things about all the things. I know.
At some point when I was like 10, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, there's also named David Brin. Okay, he wrote a couple of really interesting science fiction genetics type books. And he is one of those crazy leftist scientists, right? And I learned about some of his crazy leftist beliefs when I was 10. I was like, if I like care about what they believe in real life, and I'll never read any of their shit. You know what I mean?
I love Stephen King. I can't.
Yeah. Fuck Stephen King in his fucking king-sized asshole. That's what I have to say about Stephen King now.
I just love the power.
There's younger Stephen King, and then there's old, fucking decrepit, mentally retarded Stephen King.
But he's always
there's like two Stephen Kings.
He's always been a crazy leftist. It's just he doesn't do cocaine anymore.
But he now speaks about it publicly. That's what I hate about the interwebs. It gave us access to their fucking thoughts and brains and speech, and now we didn't used to have that, and that's why the internet ruined everything.
He did. We just didn't have the internet where it popped up like with notifications.
That's what I'm saying. It's everywhere now. I've been Stephen King. You get a big fucking dick with his face on it.
Roman, I think you're addicted to Twitter, Roman. I think you have to turn it off. Yeah. Turn it off. Turn it off. Everyone out there.
It was funny with Stephen King the other day. He was bitching about Trump per usual, and he's like, Donald Trump just can't keep his mouth shut. And I was like, okay, look who's talking.
All right, we're gonna do a couple. We're gonna do a quick one and a longer one. The quick one is gonna be this. It's like my sex life. So we're gonna talk about this just like for half a second. Tales of the Empire was fucking horrible. Don't watch it.
Didn't watch it.
It was bad. It was really bad. It was bad Star Wars. It was bad everything. There was nothing good about it. Just fucking avoid it. It came on. My boy and I spent an afternoon because I was like, maybe we'll review this, and I'm like, oh fuck no, I'm not going to review this. It's not because I don't actively review things that I know I'm going to hate. Yeah. So I just like, ooh,
this is animated, right?
That.
This was
it's animated. It's in the same style as like.
Wait,
hey,
hold on. So you know, Dave Felony,
Davey boy.
Your boy has his get marked all over the show.
I don't watch any new Star Wars stuff unless I'm on a panel where I have to suffer with other people.
The hat.
Then I'll always do it because we can get some jokes.
Beard, I need you to prepare yourself. Sammy, you too.
Acolyte's coming.
You to steel yourself for June. The Acolyte is coming.
I've been stealing myself ever since the first teaser dropped.
You're gonna we're doing the Acolyte in June. So again, I need you to steel yourself.
You need to have the Wilhelm screen.
Brace for it. So, but on that note, this is the funny thing that I wish I'd commissioned Jacob to do a so the Acolyte trailer came out. Fuck off! Just fucking start for the love of God! Okay, here it is.
Jacob, we're beyond the Wilhelm scream. I'm at a full Howie scream.
So we have the trailer. Let me know if you can hear the trailer, and I hope that you can. Can you hear that or no?
Nope.
God.
She's going to be in one episode. One episode.
Okay, so we're just going to kind of jet through the trailer. Yeah, Jedi.
It's not about power. It's about how
a lot of Jedi fucking
victimized you are.
There's an unbinary.
The most important part is the
end here. AI Neo into this, like.
Yeah.
I know. Lesser Fuck's in this too. Where is it? No, just fucking play. God, fuck! I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Agent Smith's in there, Mr. Acolyte.
Red.
Okay, this part here. This part here is
That's
important.
red.
Watch. Pay attention.
That's red.
Pay attention.
It's red.
What are you? Okay, so
I have so many things to say about
this. This is the part that I wanted Jacob to meme but didn't, and feel. That's our list of shows. That's fucking kind of gay. So check it out though.
Kind of.
I'm going to do a bit of a comparison.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. This is the.
What are they?
This is the
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Pulp Fiction.
What is that? I mean, really.
The Acolyte.
It looks like
the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
I'm really upset that they tried to put my smile on a Sith Lord.
Here, I can.
The Acolyte who laughs.
Yeah. And they didn't even do a good job with it.
Part of Slipknot or something.
Speaking of the Gimp, I'm going to
Yeah.
quote that movie. No, man, I'm pretty fucking far from okay right now.
You know what that reminds me of?
Yes,
There was
exactly.
a really bad Stephen King adaptation called, what was it called?
Shocking.
The one with the monsters that ate the time behind you.
Oh, the Langoliers.
Langoliers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to recreate.
It also looks like
an
an anime thing I've seen.
So here's something
about your pronouns and how you use them.
Here's the thing about
and they were
Acolyte.
the creators of this. They were like, "Oh, he's so scary and intimidating." That's not scary. What's intimidating about?
But what you can't see is in the front.
It's a grill.
Jacob, are you referring to the former personal assistant to Captain Casting Couch?
Oh,
I think I am. I think so.
Okay.
So here's the thing about the Acolyte.
Really? You're not seeing this. Is it just me?
No, I see it. But see, from the front, that helmet has a weird thing where it's just got like this 2-inch gap of pointy teeth on the top and bottom, but everything else is just that weird zipper.
All it is an unzipped zipper.
That's a Langolier. That's so bad.
Okay, so here, check this out. On the official Star Wars YouTube channel, this new trailer has 5.9 million views.
Oh my god!
Now hold on, nearly 6 million views. Here's the the downvotes with the re-enabling it usually underestimates. It's only 137,000. Okay, but with that many views, wouldn't you expect the likes, if anybody actually cared, to be more than 68,000?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So this is there are literally more people who care about disliking this than who care about liking it.
Yes.
Nobody's going to watch it.
The premise of a Sith infiltrating the Jedi Temple is a great idea. I would love to watch that. And as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like,
before this time period would be great.
Yeah, even better. But I'm saying it's a compelling story. They're gonna screw it up, and there's already been hints in the trailer just from the dialogue alone and character design that it's gonna be the same shit sandwich that it always is. So it doesn't matter, even if it's a compelling premise. It's gonna be bad. No.
Plus, let's
Is
not
that an
forget.
Ewok?
There's
going to be Ewoks in
let's not forget.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay. Let's not forget that this is supposed to be 100 years before the Phantom.
It's only 100 years.
This is bad lore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Sith are extinct.
I'm not done.
Oh,
I'm not done.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
You have the floor.
This is 100. This is 100 years before the Phantom Menace, where they said that the Sith were destroyed 1,000 years ago. So in this, just 100 years, just a century prior to it, they are actively hunting a Sith. This makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense as far as the timeline goes.
But
I just hope there's like a disenchanted younger Yoda walking around
they
like,
just make
I'm
whatever
never
they want.
promoted, I'll never get.
It was stated basically in the prequel trilogy until Palpatine put the cloud over the Force that suppressed the Jedi's ability to detect them. The Jedi could just detect Sith. So if she goes in the Jedi Temple, they're gonna go Sith. It's like Palpatine isn't even freaking born yet.
I mean, I guess Plagueis,
No. She's just going to have girl boss power.
They didn't know about
It's more than Palpatine.
That Palpatine and Yoda, prior to Anakin and Luke, were the two most powerful Force users ever. And only they could have been that powerful enough to deal with that barrier, to put it up with some piercing.
I just can't stop doing it. It's so funny.
I think the most important thing to look at here is the fact that there's going to be Ewoks because they need their baby Yoda.
There may be Ewoks.
So, yep. They're gonna have
I don't know what that is. It looks a little bit
that
different than Ewoks, and it can't be an Ewok technically
No,
because it's
Ewok
like a
in his
pilot.
little hat.
It totally looks like an Ewok to me.
Looks like an
No,
Ewok with a pilot hat.
Yeah,
JB, you said this is going to be like how many hundred years? Like 100 or a couple hundred years?
I think it's
When this is come 100?
This is before the Ewok civilization fell.
Yoda's only like 800. Like he's still like training and probably still the Grand Master of the Jedi Order. Like he's still like top dog during this time. He should easily be able to root this out.
Or he's like second. He's like the vice.
And where is he in the trailer? He's not.
They're gonna have him. He's gonna be off in some other part of the galaxy doing something.
He's 800 years old.
I hope he hasn't taken over like the Jedi Council yet, but like almost, and there's just like this other old guy hanging around. It's just Yoda being all pissed off, like retire. You should.
Like every episode, they're like, "Where's Yoda? Oh, Yoda's off at the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Oh, Yoda's off. Yoda's
They're gonna be.
They're giving Yoda the
They're
old
gonna
captain.
ask this
Yoda's
guy,
in another.
"What
castle.
are you?" And all you're gonna hear is.
And at the very
I didn't
last
get that. What did you say?
Detective cuts her down.
So this is low hanging fruit. But if you take that picture back down, remember the comments, what people said about that first, that one, take that one down too. They said about what the first poster looks like. So you remember what they said about what the first poster looks like, right?
Oh,
this looks like the other type of that product.
Yeah.
And look, I didn't come up with it, but I'm like, oh yeah. After the fiasco with that first one, somebody in their design should have looked at this and said, "No, let's do something different."
What the fuck are you guys doing? It's not good. Yeah, and also it seems I don't know if there's like a full version of this out there, because I don't give a fuck enough about it to look. If there's like a more link, there obviously is because there's like headshots above that we're missing, but. Looks
like what's her name from Beyond the Thunderdome?
You guys, I mean, the classic Star Wars poster. Episode 4. We didn't fucking call it that back then. We called it, Star Wars. The original Star Wars poster. Yes, Joker. Go ahead. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk too much.
No. Your hand is behind the Trojan helmet when you raise it, so you can't always see it. Yeah, use that hand.
Okay, so I'm just noticing something here. This goes back to the first topic that we had, where in the case of Disney Star Wars, Disney Marvel, they have lost the benefit of the doubt. So to dunk on a product coming out from them is very much in line, and I am fully online with this. With the exception of, with someone like James Gunn, who has been generally well received, with the exception of Matt, because Matt hates everything, because Matt's not a fan of James Gunn. But to go on and just start to dunk on what this next project is, I think James Gunn has earned some benefit of the doubt that he can put out.
Well, certainly far more than Star Wars has. Agreed.
Okay. That's all I wanted to.
No, I accept that, Joker. It's I didn't like the James Gunn thing, but the Star Wars thing is worse for many other reasons. Because Star Wars, what's the word I'm looking for? Sucks.
And deservedly so. And deservedly so, because
but it didn't used to suck. Remember when it didn't used to suck? Look at it not sucking right here. When I'm 7 fucking years old,
Hey,
Star
love it.
Wars didn't suck.
Yeah. Thanks, Disney.
And now it is a big ball sack in your mouth. That's what Star Wars is.
Thanks, Disney.
I like I said, I already think I can predict how this is gonna go. So she's gonna come in, she's gonna be real badass, she's gonna infiltrate the temple, and then there's gonna be a flashback how a Jedi could have like saved her fucking parents or something, and it's all about revenge, and they're gonna try to make her sympathetic. But the thing that they're missing is when you convert to the dark side, it corrupts you. So it doesn't matter if you even started out with noble intentions. Anakin started out with noble intentions. Correct. He became a murderous psychopath. Okay, so the fact that they're going to try to make a redeeming Sith shows that they have completely lost the message. They don't understand. You have people writing these movies who don't understand it, and that's why you get jackasses on Twitter going like, well, the lore doesn't matter as long as the story's good. And I think I said this last time. Hey, if you don't understand the lore, then you don't understand the laws of the universe that the story is going to be put in. Therefore, it can't be a good story.
Grizzy is a great channel to expose all of those Disney Shield reaction channels. Oh my God. And
the people who cry when they see like a baby Yoda and plushie.
And just like Sammy said, there are many of them who are like, I don't care about the story or the lore. It's Star Wars. No, it's not.
Yeah, but Mando, you didn't cry.
I didn't cry. I do like my little Baby Yoda coffee mug.
I like Baby Yoda too.
Yeah, Baby Yoda's cool. The first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian are really good. So.
Oh, and by the way, when Baby Yoda first dropped, they didn't even have toys for him because these people don't know what the fuck they're doing. There was like
fucked up. It's like,
I do blame Baby Yoda for the mutation of the Star Wars TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Because Baby Yoda was more popular than anything Kathleen Kennedy did, and that's why she stuck her hand in the TV shows.
Yep. She's like, well, it'd be a shame.
I got to read this too.
Made it female. Like I said, I have a theory that Rey's going to go back in time because they do that now.
Not that.
They do that now in Star Wars. They hinted toward it in the Shoga, and then she's going to go back in time to the beginning of time, and in order to like save something, she's going to become the Force, so the Force can be truly female. I hate
that
makes sense.
Themselves.
I mean, it's like when I used to tell people that Brian Bay's remaking The Godfather. All my movie friends go, "Oh my God, don't even say that." Now it seems like it's like a possibility. That's how far we've fallen.
Sammy, let's hope no one from Lucasfilm is watching this stream because they'll be like,
"That's a great idea."
We can't hire you because you're not a lesbian, but damn it, you got some great ideas.
I don't know. If they see your jacket, you might be able to convince them.
Yeah.
Maybe just identify as trans and make millions on all your ideas of Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna
follow me on this one, Kathleen.
Maybe Sammy Trans Pete.
Yeah, Sammy Trans. Follow me on this one. Lesbian Chewbacca and he just fights. He has a dildo. He doesn't even have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yes, Jake.
Lesbian Chewbacca and Yaddle. That's
if we're gonna watch the mouse, I'm gonna watch Squeak a Mouse instead. Just saying.
I would agree.
I thought Squeak a Mouse.
Some of the news I actually thought was, and this is very relative, that I thought it was good news because it's me and I like what I like. Like I said, Riddick Furia begins filming in August.
Yes, I love this.
I'm actually pretty excited.
I'm down.
Thank you, son. I have actually enjoyed all the Riddick films. I like the animated feature.
Yep.
Pitch Black is still.
I didn't like the last one.
If you haven't seen Pitch Black, I don't even know.
Pitch Black is great.
I like the
Pitch Black is great.
I thought the second one was okay.
Chronicles I liked.
Third one was a rehash
the last
of the
one
first
better
one.
than the second one because the last one harkened back more to it was like two movies. You had two separate parts. The one was with the necromancers, and then the second half was on the planet with the bounty hunters. I thought it was good. I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, I loved it. I love everything about this setting. This is like Mad Max in space to me. This like it's
yeah,
like the mythology that Miller created on the Earth for Mad Max. Vin Diesel and the other Australian director created in space for this series. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Roman, zoom down or scroll down. This is how you do a fucking promo picture, okay?
Oh hell yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Like it's not that difficult.
Nope. It's not complex. The picture isn't like weird or amazing. It's just a good pick.
Roman, I may have it in my Netflix. The very first Pitch Black thing was a Sci-Fi Channel special, which was they retconned it away a little bit later, but it's a really good like half an hour special about Riddick being in prison and them doing the implants and everything. It may be on. I should have it somewhere in there.
Oh, if it's in there,
does it predate Pitch Black?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, basically, when Pitch Black was coming out, so they did.
It's like a promo deal.
It was a promo, like half an hour, like prequel to it, basically.
You know what? And you guys might get mad at me for saying this. I wish that they would just like do a little updating. Like when the only thing I don't like about Pitch Black rewatching it nowadays is the CGI for the aliens does not look good.
Oh, I haven't seen it a bit. I remember it well.
Pitch Black was an accident. Right, you got to remember, like. So what happened? For those who don't know, I'll do it real briefly. So Riddick was a background character. He's supposed to be like a minor side villain, and Johns was the main character. Okay.
Well, that didn't work out.
They fired the original director, and then Tui comes in and talks to Vin Diesel, and they realize the film basically sucks, right? So they reworked the whole thing on the fly to make Riddick the main an anti-hero character.
Who was John again? Was he like that cop dude or something?
No, Johns was the bounty hunter.
Yeah,
that was
the guy that was.
And that's actually what's his name? Cole was his last name. I forget what was the actor's name. He's the son of one of the big kind of background B movie actors in the 80s. It was his son who was in that role. But it was a guy you saw in a million things in the 80s. Give me a second. Talk. I'll look it up.
Okay, so that guy was supposed to be the lead, right? The bounty hunter dude.
It's Cole Hauser from Yellowstone.
Yes, that's what it is. His father was who?
Wait,
he was
the bounty hunter dude was Cole Hauser.
Yes, yeah. It's his father that I'm interested in. Wingshauser. Oh,
Wingshauser.
Who was in 9,000 B movies.
He was like
Wingshauser.
Yeah.
Yes. So his son Cole Hauser is the bounty hunter in this, and he's like this lean-looking dude, and he plays the part very well. Anyway, I apologize. I got excited.
I hear some thunder going off outside, so if I suddenly disappear, that's a power outage.
Yeah,
or the mouse got him.
Alien invasion.
Yeah.
Or they came for me. No.
Yeah, it was.
No.
It was the. Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, I enjoyed all the related movies. I think I like the 1 and 3 the best because I think 3 was just very well done because it gave Vin Diesel a lot of time of not talking. And I enjoyed the other bounty hunter group. You had what's her fuck?
Wait, what does that say?
Well,
John
the
Melton
extended
Marvel's
one is
Fantastic
a much
Four
better
trailer?
movie than the non-extended version.
Oh, is there an extended version?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I have because
there's an extended version for sure.
Oh, I don't know if I have that.
I do remember the Pitch Black movie, the aliens actually being scary. Like
it freaked me out when I was a kid, but I rewatched them.
Of them was real scary.
Well,
I rewatched them. They look like the Duke in what is it? What's the alien movie that's not about alien? It's
you're talking about Covenant, Alien
Prometheus.
Covenant. Prometheus, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about that worm thing or whatever.
That was before Prometheus, though.
It was, but I'm saying
So
the design's similar, but I'm saying the CGI doesn't look great. Like it looks very very Star Wars special edition Jabba sitting by the Millennium Falcon.
Right. It has been a while since I've seen that.
Katie Sackhoff. Katie Sackhoff is in the third one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Shows
right.
her
That's
boob.
right.
She does. There's a little boob in the third one.
Okay.
But the cast, the bounty hunters in the third one are also really good. So there's two sets of bounty hunters. There's like a group of dickhead bounty hunters and a group of pretty kind of principled bounty hunters. And they're pitted against each other, as well as Riddick being out there kind of hunting them all. And that's the second half of the movie. The first half of the movie is Riddick trying to survive on this fucking planet after getting dumped there by the necromancers. And it is hostile as fuck. It's a good movie. The second movie I thought was fine.
I liked the second movie just because of how far off it went from what you would expect.
It was like
Bioraptors.
But the first one, they're on the planet, and I thought it was going to be okay. He's got more of these bug things to kill. Next thing you know, it's like this huge invasion fleet, and all kinds.
Nothing like the first movie at all.
Think of the necromongers as villains. They show up at your planet. They take a chunk of your population and do pure Nietzsche. If you survive the conversion process, your brain warped into one of them. Then they just exterminate everything else on the planet because it's worthless and just move on. Like that's like one of the most psychotically evil villains you could think of.
Yeah, they're kind of they almost are like they kind of remind me of like some stuff out of 40K, like the Tyranids or whatever. Yeah. They just show up.
One guy
is in the second one as
well.
Because
he's a Fury and he's the exact opposite of a necromonger. But it's this one guy, and they have no answer for him.
I like the prison scene. They had the prison there, and then the guys.
The prison was great.
I love that you in a teacup.
Prison was cool.
And then the fire, like they had the
crematoria. The planet was called Crematoria.
Yeah.
And Vin Diesel is the best one-liner deliverer since Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, should have took the money, Tombs. They're skittish. Skittish
Tombs.
Great. Yeah,
real skittish.
Real skittish. Yeah.
So
how do you know
they're
that?
filming
Because
this
that was my
now,
plan.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I'm excited that they're making this. I know not everyone's going to be excited they're making a fourth Riddick film, but I am. So I'm okay with that.
I didn't even know there was a third one. I'm going to give it a watch.
So. Oh yeah, they're all available. There's a animated feature as well, which is also really good. I like the animated feature is a lot of fun, and it's all very good voice actors. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not that meme. I'm ignoring you on yes, JT. Dark. What was it called?
Because he hates you, JT.
Riddick it was called Riddick Dark.
I'll look the name right from my library, so I'll tell you right away.
But I encourage everyone to watch those Riddick films. If you like science fiction, you're probably going to enjoy these. So we only have a couple topics left. They're both kind of sucky. So just kind of go into this with that. One I don't care about very much, but I'm going to bring it up anyway because we actually made it through all the other topics. So now we end up here. I always like to have a couple in the background just in case.
Chronicles of Riddick: Dark Fury.
Dark Fury. That's right. That was very entertaining. I don't care about this. I'm glad he's not going to be Professor X because that would have been stupid. So I'm glad they're not.
Now people are worried he's going to be Dr. Doom.
Please don't be Dr. Doom.
If you put him in the suit.
If you put him in the suit and never take him out of it, fine.
Right? Never take him out of it. Cool.
I mean, he's a good actor.
He has the acting ability.
Exactly. He has the gravitas to do it.
But
you need to stay with what is established in the lore, though. That's what you need to stick with. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything.
The chances
it's just an animated. It's just a cartoon character. What's the big deal?
Yeah. Why couldn't a black man come from Latveria?
That's a funny story.
Even the lore stuff aside, let's just we know they're going to destroy that. Even him with his acting chops, with the writing and directing they're going to give him, whatever character he plays, there's not going to be any hope. Plus, I'm just so numb to the MCU now. I just don't care.
Yeah,
it says John Malkovich just joined for Fantastic Four as well.
Mm-hmm. Right, and
John Malkovich might be like if I said, if they keep.
Oh, I saw that. Oh my God,
John Malkovich might be a good one for Dr. Doom for the voice as long as they keep him in the suit.
And I put a article in the chat. that they announced the actor for Galactus.
When did this happen?
I think it's right there on the side of what you're looking at, Roman.
Oh, it's
Ralph
that dude
Ineson.
he was in Harry.
I mean,
he was in Harry Potter
Down.
movies and a
To the
couple
right.
of other things.
Up.
He's like a
there.
side character.
So we're inside the Dark Horizon site right now, folks. So I'm going to need you to just kind of bear with us.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Oh, what am I looking at though? Who is he? What is he from?
He's a British actor. He's been in like Harry Potter and a couple of other things. Yeah.
So what matters is what his voice sounds like.
Well, his voice is very deep.
He was in the Northman.
Voice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Northman too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing though. I have zero hope for any Marvel movie moving forward.
Yeah.
They've proven to me what they want to do, and it's not good. Endgame literally was the end of the Marvel universe. Guardians of the Galaxy 3
And I
aside,
hated that.
that's a weird anomaly, but I liked Endgame.
Oh, I hated Endgame.
It has problems.
The more you
I will
watch-
acknowledge the
the more
problems
you
that
watch
it has.
The more you watch Endgame, it has lots of problems in it.
Yeah.
So I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I got stuck in the house yesterday, and I didn't feel like watching Blue's Clues or Big Bang Theory, which are my only two other options. So I'm like, hey, we're gonna watch a movie, and you're either gonna watch it or you're gonna start throwing things at me. So, but we sat and we watched Endgame, and like I said, there are problems with the movie, but overall, I still really enjoyed the watch. I enjoyed getting to see these characters again in their last performance. And doing the things that they did, and the closeout is still for me very good. Robert Downey Jr. doing the snap again, it was a lot. It was a lot seeing that again, and so I really enjoyed that. Marvel has never given me anything. Guardians of 3 aside, and I have to keep saying that 'cause that's the weird anomaly in this whole thing because it's not connected. Guardians 3 isn't connected to anything else other than Guardians.
Right.
That's why it's still good.
Now,
and I know not everybody likes it, but
of the main cast, the only really solid casting that I see that I agree with is Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm.
Yeah, I like that. But it doesn't matter because she's going to be taking the front seat on everything, and they're basically going to cuck Mr. Fantastic anyway. So it
now, Melvin,
And Pedro,
it's almost 3 a.m. and I'm going to go.
Oh, well,
Melvin,
that's why they
thank you for
cast him.
hanging,
He
my
doesn't mind
brother.
being
Later,
cucked.
Melvin.
Bye, buddy.
You are man
See ya.
across the pond. Thanks for hanging out there, brother. The idea of Pedro Pascal being Mr. Fantastic,
Being the smartest man in the world.
Smartest man in the universe.
is actually giving me testicular cancer.
Yeah.
So I'd like them to stop doing that because I don't want testicular cancer. I also hate who they picked for Ben Grimm. Is retarded.
Yeah.
Who they cast for that?
It's some
I'm
little
actually shocked.
skinny, weird, stupid fuck guy. They didn't do.
I'm actually
what's his name? Go, Joker.
I am actually shocked. I'm actually shocked because I fully expected them to do this, to go with the John Byrne run of the Fantastic Four and completely bypass Ben Grimm.
Yep.
And have She-Hulk.
Oh,
Yep. I was thinking the exact same
Give me
thing.
1 sec, guys.
They won't call it Burns Run because Byrne is a problematic person from a political point of view. He is very on the right side, so they won't want to get him involved in anything.
No,
But-
yeah, actually,
But
I just
it would not have shocked me if they
I just
bypassed
picked this up
Ben
the other
Grimm.
day.
Oh,
Yeah. They might have stuck. I mean, they might have tried that had She-Hulk not been so absolutely repulsive.
Oh, I'm
as a
sure
show.
that's probably what they were
Sometimes, yeah.
going for, and then it bombed so hard they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They're like,
All
Yet
right,
again,
they're
Roger
like,
Corman's
well, we can make
Fantastic
Herbie the
Four film.
Robot a lesbian.
Roger Corman
About
Fantastic Four
Herbie?
film is still going to be the
Herbie
best
the Robot?
Fantastic Four film.
Yeah, they'll make Herbie the Robot a lesbian. Yeah, I had a really, really, really hard time trying to think who I would want to cast as Reed Richards. I think that might be one of the
The guy that got
toughest one.
Krasinski, he was a really good pet cast for
Yeah,
that.
because
Yeah, I thought he was good. The only other guy that I was
And then
looking
they
at might have
turned
been
him
Scott
spaghetti.
Eastwood.
Too short.
I mean, it gets going to depend on the age, though. Like a younger Reed Richards versus an older Reed Richards. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So an older Reed Richards, who plays smart really well.
Well, they already got Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, but he would have been probably top tier.
He could have, yeah.
Did you think that John?
Yeah, you need a wormy looking dude, right?
No, Reed Richards is fairly normal looking. You know what I mean? He's not like
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like super skinny or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got different depictions, and then like what is it called? One of my favorite looks. They when they introduced like the Council of Reeds and everything, I was like, he was more on the bulky side. He was pretty well built. I don't like that. I don't like a buff Reed Richards.
Well, if you get to the multiverse stuff, Reed Richards look like everything. There's like Reed Richards.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like Rick and Morty, basically. It's
Yeah, with the Council of Ricks.
Yeah.
But
Michael Fassbender, I think, would have been a good Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Fassbender. Okay. I would have liked that.
Yeah. Michael Fassbender is a great actor, underutilized. I love him in literally, well, I would say everything is him, and nearly everything is in.
Him as Magneto was great.
Who's Miles Teller? Who is this?
He was the dude who played Reed Richards in the other movie.
Or Hugh Laurie. That'd be another possibility. Hugh Laurie.
Ooh, Hugh Laurie would be fun.
What's a Hugh Laurie?
And
he was
House
House TV show.
He's a little old.
He's way too old. He's way too old.
Yeah.
Way too old. I love the actor.
If you do old,
now, okay, so
there's young and old. You know what I mean?
Now, okay, and you would know Miles as Rooster from Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know about that. That wouldn't be my pick. Like I said, Michael Fassbender.
John Hamm.
Comes to mind.
Now, John Hamm.
Oh, John Hamm. Yes, I would love to see John Hamm.
Still on the old side.
Role. John Hamm is just one of those. Again, he's fucking underutilized as fuck, and they throw him in things that he doesn't belong in, and they don't put him in things that he should be in.
Okay, but remember, Reed is significantly older than Sue. Sue was basically almost his student.
Who's that girl? Who's the girl with the big boobs right now?
Oh,
Sydney Sweeney.
I was gonna say Alice Eve, but
yeah.
So John Hamm, Sue, what's her name?
Sydney Sweeney. She was
Sydney,
in like
Sydney
Spider
Sweeney.
Woman and all that.
Someone said she should show up as Black Cat in the Spider-Man movies, and I was like, do it.
I would say the casting right now for Sue Storm is the best casting.
I'll accept it. I don't know who the fuck she is either, so I guess it's the same thing. Johnny Storm. Who the fuck is Johnny Storm? Is it anybody we give a fuck about? Probably not.
I'm surprised they didn't find Tom Holland.
Because, like, when the Fantastic Four first appeared, Reed and Ben were war veterans. They're like around 30 years old.
Right.
Sue was in her early 20s, and Johnny was a teenager. But if you go
Ninja,
to older Fantastic Four, where they're already married and whatever,
hey, buddy.
Then you look at actors who are going to be like, Reed and Ben will be like, 50s. Sue will be in the 40s, and John will be in the 30s. So it depends if you the older established Fantastic Four or the younger, like they just got their powers.
Well, I know they're talking about they're going to be displaced in some way, which was my theory.
In the 60s.
To begin with, but I've been saying that for a long time. It's the only thing that makes sense. And it also makes sense from a standpoint too, where how come Captain America didn't know about him? Because he was on ice.
You know when this movie's supposed to start shooting?
Yeah, exactly. If you know what they would if they did this as a period piece in the 60s, that'd be fucking
cool. Great. Do
That's why I
something.
feel they should also
It's
do
a big
James
risk.
Bond movies. Do them as period pieces in the 60s. But, you know, I don't know anything
Well, they
about
could
that.
now, because what they're going to do is every chunk of Bond film is going to be its own thing. So every time they change a Bond, it's going to be his 3, whatever they do with that guy is just his 3 films.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I mean,
JT, yes,
I kind of like that.
It's not in Shame. I like Fassbender. I think, what is Shame? Is Shame a movie? Is this actually a thing that I don't know about, Zax?
I don't know. That sounds
Now
like
I feel
a
like
movie.
I'm illiterate.
Yeah, that
suddenly.
sounds
I
like a
feel
movie.
Zax is throwing something at me that I should know and don't know what it means.
Yeah.
So guys,
The
let's
thing-
start
the-
wrapping up. We got about 10 minutes left before I have to cut out tonight.
One
I
quick
apologize
thing.
for that.
The thing
Listen,
I'm
actually,
most
quick
looking
pick-
forward to this year is Alien Romulus.
Yeah,
I
me
agree.
too.
I'm
Absolutely.
most
August
excited
16th,
about that.
It's my father's birthday, and I'm gonna try to have my ass in the theater that day. I want to see that movie so bad. So we've talked about a lot of topics tonight. This has been fun. This has been a very fiery conversation. I enjoy this. This isn't like our normal, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's good. This is like everybody has their own fucking like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. It's great. I love it. So that's the fun stuff. That's why we do this. This is nerd fights. So if everybody agrees with each other all the time, that's an echo chamber and no one gives a fuck. It's stupid. Disagree. Like what you like. Be able to try to explain
Yes.
why you like what you
Mando's
like.
got it.
That's our neighborhood. That's why we do this. So if you're not doing that, you know, I don't even know what to tell you. If you could like the show tonight, if you're watching it, I would appreciate it. If you're watching on someone else's channel, just kind of hop over to mine just to give me a like so I can. Eventually, I would like to get over the hump. Try to get somewhere in the 500. That's fine. Show them meme jerk. I'm not showing you the meme. I'm not showing it. We're not going down
Not
that.
an animal.
You fucking
Show that
weirdos
meme.
can find that shit on the Twix or whatever all you want to. I'm not participating in JT's sexual fantasies about me with breadsticks because it's weird even for me, and I find I'm not a bigger dude. So
Here's another Reed Richards actor, Clive Owens.
Oh, Clive Owens.
I like that.
He's older as well, but I think you're right. I think he might be able to pull it off.
He looks like he's in his like maybe late 40s. He doesn't look as old as he is.
No, he's kind of my age, though. He's definitely my age.
So he's older than both of us. He's like 60-something years old.
That doesn't work. I would like someone younger than 60.
No, but he looks like he's like 50 years old. He's aged well.
So
anyway.
Ralph Macchio.
Don't kill your beard. Don't do it.
No,
because he does not look like he's in his 60s at all.
We're ending on a weird point tonight.
Just get Christopher Walken to do it.
Yeah. Oh, you know,
that's not what I'm talking about, Jacob. So we got to wrap it up, guys, because I got to go. So anyway, let's go. We're gonna thank you for hanging out with us and talking about all this weird shit tonight because we're talking about a lot of weird shit tonight. Some good, some bad, some stuff you knew, some stuff you cared about, some stuff you're like, what the fuck are they talking about? That's the way I feel about it every fucking week. But thank you for hanging out with us. So Shieldwall, what do you have coming up this week, bud?
So I got to look at my schedule. I might be on Zax's show tomorrow on Friday, going over Shogun, but I have other stuff going on, so that's still up in the air right now. So maybe I shouldn't have said anything about it. But and then next Tuesday, if Jacob will let me on the show, I'll be going over The Great Silence from 1968 movie.
Yeah, I'm on that one, Jacob. I gotta know too.
So I got to watch that movie and figure out what it's all about and everything. And then, of course, next Thursday on this show, whatever we're doing.
If they want to.
We're not here next Thursday. We're not here next Thursday.
Okay, or whatever. So, yeah. But anyway, this is great conversations. It's always interesting to kind of speculate about movies and want to have hope for certain things. And, I just want to be surprised one time by Disney Star Wars. And they come out with
I would like that too. I would like that too.
Greatest thing you ever saw. There's nothing wrong with it. It sticks to lore and it's really fun.
They'll surprise us by putting two lesbians in instead of one.
Yeah.
Here's to hoping.
Why are there 5 lesbians? I
yeah,
struggled
exactly.
with 2 to 7
What if
lesbians.
everyone is a lesbian?
Yeah.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little
Here's-
lesbians.
Here's to hoping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, great show, lots of fun, and thanks for having me on.
Right on, my brother. Joker voice. What do you have coming up, buddy?
Yeah. You can catch me tomorrow about the same time with the weekly Rogues Galleries. These are some folks who actually are Vegas locals, and they are friends of. If you came to the Vegas meetup, you know who they are. Great. There's some great folks there. You can catch me there, and then next week Monday, House of the Dragon on Monday again, and then for Wednesday the weekly wrestling show. Wednesday night is overbooked. That's been a lot of fun, and then that's to what I do. And don't forget,
Roman did it. He did it. He participated.
All of you are fucking weirdos.
Yes! We got him to participate.
God damn it, Joker.
Yeah, he's gonna. That was him trying to cut the power cord to his computer.
Oh my God, Mando. Fuck my life. What do you have coming up?
Well, so the next couple of days, I'm not for sure, but next week I will be doing probably my Sea of Thieves stream, my Possession stream. I will not be on Jacob's channel or on Roman's because Roman's not doing anything because my nephew has soccer games next week, and I said that Auntie Mando will be there.
oh,
So I don't know
that's so nice.
more
of you.
important.
That's not why we're not going to be on next week, folks. Just in case. It's not because Mando's kid, her nephew has soccer. That's not why we're not going to be here. It's a good reason. It's not a good reason for the rest of us, though. Man, that's so funny. Beard.
Does it involve lions?
We're like lions.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lions
Joker, if
and
they
darkness.
release lions onto the soccer field, that would be something to watch.
Auntie Mando comes out and Mando's suit with a pet lion on a leash.
Yeah.
Or is the team name now the Lions?
No, I wish it was.
No.
That kind of sucks overall then. Beard of Liberty, when you are not hunting people in your yard, what's going on?
I haven't had a lot of time to hunt people in my yard this week. See, actually, just 3 hours after this, I'll be over on Nerdy Neo's channel for open mic. That's gonna be a late night for me. That's gonna be starting around midnight for me. Then see, Thursday, Friday, tomorrow I'll be on with the Swag King for the first time. 8 p.m. Central, 6 Pacific. Saturday we have our After the Weekend Harder show coming up. That's our usual. And then Sunday in the afternoon, I forget exactly which time I'm on with Stark of Iron. We've been going over the Fallout Vaults.
Yeah.
So we got part 2 of that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's been a lot of fun. Then Monday again for After the Weekend, our usual, and then Tuesday for Jacob Ironside, and probably a whole bunch of other stuff I'm not remembering at the moment. Follow me on Twix.
Wow.
That's kind of where I keep up with things.
You're so busy. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, my friend. You and the beard.
Thank you.
Sexy beard.
Jacob, damn you for that meme earlier. What do you have coming up this week, my friend?
You're welcome.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again, man. I'm glad to be back. Tuesday I will be on at 4 p.m. Central. I'll be on Gordon's channel talking The Incredibles. And then,
my God.
my show.
I watched that movie so many times.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
That's
Fantastic Four film.
That's one of my daughter's
Yes.
favorite movies. So we watch
Yes.
that movie at least 17 times a week. So I know The Incredibles so well. That's awesome. That's such a good movie.
Yeah, it's good. And then, of course, at 7 p.m. Central, it'll be my show, and we'll be talking The Great Silence, a spaghetti western. So
I don't know that one. Who's in that, Jacob? Who the highlight? Who the stars?
I don't
the stars are? Are there stars in that? Maybe that's a better question.
Kinski's in it.
Oh,
I don't know.
All right.
There's
Clive.
it's Italian. It's all
that
Italian.
Would be Nosferatu's,
So
spaghetti western.
it's dubbed. So yes, he wanted me to watch it, so I watched it.
Like everyone knows about
It's
the
okay.
the Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns, but there's like there's another 30 good ones. You know, Sergio Corbucci is the director for The Great Silence, and he's done quite a few spaghetti westerns. And obviously, you don't know what they are. You know who I'm talking about, but you know.
Well, crazy. All right,
so
cool.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Metaphysical, mentally meandering Matt. What do you have coming up, my friend?
So tomorrow I got my live stream at 3, a little afternoon drive time and talk. I got at least 4 or 5 packages to unbox, so some cool stuff.
Ooh, awesome.
You know,
nice.
I don't know, Jacob. I sent you a text. I don't know if you can show up tomorrow or not, but
I got that.
Like,
I'll let you know.
Yep, interesting things you might want to see in that unboxing. I'll give you a little lure to you. I finished up my Shogun reviews actually a couple of days ago.
Shogun. Oh my god, that show was so good. I loved it.
Really good miniseries, like a 9 out of 10. It fell apart as an adaptation later on. Like it's like a 5 or 6 as an adaptation goes, but it's really good in and of itself. It's really good.
But I never read it, so I don't care.
The acting is great. The production is great. And
oh my god, the production is so good.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's why I always made a point in my review to talk about what's going on in separately from the actual adaptation parts of it.
Right. I mean, I cared about those characters so much.
Yep. And then Lady
that girl
Fuji
blew up.
gave it like an extra 3 points from whatever score it's going to get at the end.
Yeah.
So
and then what else? So I'll be reviewing the 1953 Horatio Hornblower film first in my Horatio Hornblower series of reviews.
Modern. Yeah, Matt, you've seen the modern adaptation, right?
That's from the 1990s.
Yeah, I love that one so much.
Yeah, so I know that I actually haven't seen, but I've seen that actor in a lot of stuff. So, but I'm starting with the 19.
Holy shit! Yeah, we've watched that at least fucking 10 times in my house.
Yeah,
we have all the discs from all the seasons.
Yeah,
and that's the guy who actually played Captain or what's his fuck Reed Richards originally. Was that guy? Yeah. That series is so good. It was a BBC adaptation that came over to AMC.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, it's 3 seasons, but fuck all. The production on it is just awesome.
Yeah, I watched it in the 90s. It was outstanding.
Yeah.
That's who James Kirk was based on. James Kirk is based on Horatio Hornblower. And when you're watching the episodes of your Star Trek guy, you can see going,
if you read the Honor Harrington novels, the science fiction novels, she's based on that as well. Sci-fi reference. But anyway, I started with the 1950s because it's actually written by the original author of the books. Okay, he wrote the movie. So, plus it's our Gregory Peck, which is always a treat. Then I'll do that. Then I'll be back to my Sharp review. So I'll be probably alternating Sharp and Hornblower, which are both set in Napoleonic Wars, coincidentally enough. And going forward, From season 3 should be up soon. So that's probably my next modern series I'll really be reviewing. Which the Russos were involved with, by the way. That's a good series they were actually involved with. There was one good TV series the Russos were involved with.
They did a lot of good work. Work.
Movies, sure. What else am I doing? Next Tuesday, we start The Great Silence on Jacob's channel, plus a bunch of other stuff on Jacob's channel if he takes me on the other episodes. What else I got going on? That's about it. There's another channel I do called The Questioners, which I do which is a spin-off of the White Cloaks, if you know what those are. And we do these long-form sort of diagnoses of the woke morons who keep putting out woke content about Lord of the Rings, all those horrible presentations. They destroyed the Tolkien Society, and now all they do is put out these horrible woke presentations about how Elrond was secretly gay or whatever. It's we just rip them apart. It's
Got it. All right. Sammy, 3P. Who just left?
That was too much for Jacob. He was just yeeted himself out.
Oh, the raccoons got
the concept of a closeted elf. He just couldn't do it.
God damn it.
He might be going through some weather at this moment. So
Jacob has been summoned.
Okay. All right. Well, Jacob, farewell, my friend. Thank you.
I'm bouncing out of this. I'm going right to Gooch's channel. We've been reviewing Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Gooch!
And then we are, please go to my channel. I just dropped my live album. People have been very receptive. Then Saturday, if I can stay awake long enough, I'll be on Circle of Jerks. And and then after that, I'll just probably be on Gooch's channel next week, Tuesday and Thursday, since we're not hanging out.
I'm going to be in another state next week, so
fair enough.
I'm hearing excuses.
Well, they don't got Wi-Fi.
Well, they do, but I'm not going to be somewhere I can broadcast from. So,
but I'm gonna bounce.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go over to Gooch. Say hi to Gooch for me.
I will. I'll give him a big hug. Bye, guys. See
Later,
you.
bro.
Later, Sammy.
Bye.
Later, Sammy.
All right, so we are all beaming out now. It's funny because we have like 5 on YouTube, but we have 55 on the actual counter right now as Drew's watching the show. So whatever. I'm happy people are watching the show.
That's on X. There's 46 people watching from X, apparently.
Cool. I mean, that's great. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. So this week was weird. So Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. I won't get to. We're not going to get to talk afterwards. So, for Mrs. of the Empire, thank you for being such an awesome mom to our kids.
And very patient with us on Thursdays.
They're tough. Yeah, and thank you for being patient with us on Thursdays because we're tough too. So on that, next week there will not be a show because I'm going to be over in the middle part of the country to visit my wife's in-laws, or I guess her relatives, not my in-laws. My thoughts aren't connecting very well right now.
You could do the road. Just how do you drive over there?
So I'm gonna be in the middle of the country next week. She'll still be back here managing all the horror show that is our lives, and then we may be back the following week, but we're gonna have to kind of play that by ear. That might be like a wildly open show that we can get some weird open input in. Guess we'll see what goes on there. But
it'll be just
everybody.
Breadstick memes.
It might be just breadstick memes. No one wants to see that.
Breadsticks and scissors.
God, I hate that.
Sammy and the trans Bigfoot.
I want to stab myself in the throat so much. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, though. Thank you to the chat. Again, a lot of fun. You guys are all a lot of fun, except for Late Night with Cap, who probably shouldn't come over anymore, but he still will. But everybody else, you guys were a lot of fun. And thank you to our panel, as always. Everybody always brings so much channel. And everybody's links are in the description for the show tonight. So just go check it out. On that note, it's a very exhausted Roman of the Empire saying for this week, oh, don't you press that button, you asshole. God damn you, you fucking retard. Why do you even live? Why do you fucking function in the world that has people in it? No one knows.
Toodles, folks. Bye, folks.
Thank you for hanging.
See you next time.
We'll see you next week. This is Roman of the Empire. Running out saying,
Toodles.
Be kind.